Hey everyone, welcome to the best US Mint news channel on YouTube. I'm Son of a Silver Stacker. Today's date is the 6th of November 2025, and in this video, I'd like to invite you to the live stream this morning at 11:40 a.m. Eastern Time, 8:40 in the morning on the West Coast. Now, we're also going to be talking about US Mint sales. Why? Because they're vital to numismatists, flippers, and investors to determine demand and mintages. But before any of that, if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to a bazillion subs. And yeah, hit that like button too. It helps the algorithm. Now, we're always live, never edited, and always unscripted. I never know what I'm not going to say. Now, over here to moneymetals.com, I can show you those live spot prices. Looks like everything is up except palladium. Interesting. Oh, look at that. They also lowered the premium there for the American Silver Eagle. It's now $9.49. So gold's up $37.40 to $40.29.50 above the $4,000 threshold. Again, silver looks like it's up almost not 2%, maybe 1.5% right there. Yeah, almost going to bust through that $49 barrier at $48.93. Platinum up $7.75 to $15.78.90, and palladium, like I said, down $9.60 to $14.35.75, and Dr. Copper up a penny to $5 even Steven. Now you're looking at an in-stock American Silver Eagle whose premium is $9.49 now. It went down for a quantity of 1 through 39. They ask that you pay $58.43. I'll tell you, interesting times, definitely interesting times. It's nobody knows where she's going to stop, but it's definitely not going to be lower than I think $50 for quite some time. Now the sell to them, the buyback price is $50.39, and that's my opinion. I'm welcome to it. Now you are too. The sell to them price is $50.39. Silver spot price is $48.94. That's definitely above the spot price there. Now over here to the United States Mint's product page, and we are doing this today. That's right, the November 6th release for the limited edition silverproof set for 2025. Then don't forget, on Monday, we're going to be going live as well. That's going to be the 250th anniversary United States Marine Corps American Eagle 1-ounce silverproof coin. That's going to be fantastic. I think it's going to be my favorite out of all three. And gosh, I don't know about you, but has the mint's quality gotten worse over time? There was a San Francisco drop here for the Navy Privy, and then there was the West Point strike for the Army. Well, we know for a fact that Philadelphia, yeah, they have a tough time making quality products. They have a lot of errors sometimes. And I'm not saying anything about the personnel there. It's just the way things are. Generally, Philadelphia doesn't make as many quality coins. And that's historically been the truth. Like if you look between Denver and Philadelphia, generally speaking, Denver makes a better struck coin. But that may not be the case this year, as I have seen on PCGS website, that some Philadelphia strikes are actually grading better than Denver. However, I got a feeling, my instinct is telling me that Philadelphia is going to go back to its old roots or its old behaviors, or yeah. So we'll see how that goes. But I do think this is going to be a major condition rarity out of all three of the privy marked armed forces coins, the Navy, Army, and Marine Corps. Yeah, out of Philadelphia. So that's something to consider. And then, well, we're going to be talking about the Wonder Woman coin in a follow-up video, probably Monday or Tuesday. So that should be pretty fun. Now let's go over here. Don't forget, this is the limited edition silverproof set, dropped today at 11:40. Hope to see you there. And yeah, we're at $255, and that's the last year's price for the limited edition silverproof set. So it looks like we got a little lucky there that they didn't raise the price. Not yet anyway. And I would expect, seeing how we're, coming up on halfway through November, that the United States Mint is going to be raising their prices. And I got to ask you a question. It's an important question. So listen up. So let's say the United States Mint makes an announcement, okay, and that they're going to be raising their silver prices. Do you think they should just do it, like raise the prices the day they make the announcement? Or will they make the announcement and then say, yeah, next week at this point, we're going to raise the prices? Do you think it's going to spur a lot of sales? Like people are going to be like, oh man, I got to get it before they raise the prices. Yeah, that's one thing they did. I remember with the silverproof sets. Remember they were like 65, 75, maybe no, it was probably $105, and then it went to 150. No, that's probably not right. But either way, I remember they announced it, and then everybody went gonzo and started buying up silver products at the United States Mint because they announced it before they did it. I think this time they just announce it and do it the same day. Yeah, Anyway, let's get over to coinnews.net. There's an article by Mike Unser that I'd love to share with you, dated November 5th, 2025. That was just yesterday. And I will leave a link to this coinnews.net article in the description. And the title is U.S. Mint Sales. Silver products lead week ending November 2. Silver products, the expensive stuff, right? It says here, U.S. Mint silver products held the spotlight for the week ending November 2nd. Again, that was just, 3-4 days ago now, accounting for 15 of the Mint's 20 bestsellers. Wait, why would they say 20 bestsellers? That's usually only 10. The two top performers, however, were clad products, the uncirculated 10-coin 2025 mint set and the proof set holding the 4 2025 innovation dollars. I think that's actually remarkable that the 2025 innovation dollar set is selling for good money. But remember what coins are in there, right? They got the Texas Mission Control and they got the Florida coin in there as well. And I think next year's American Innovation are going to put that set on the map, no doubt about it. If it's not already, actually. All right, elsewhere, 10 products showed weekly declines, up from 8 in the previous report. Yeah, 10 showed weekly declines, up from 8. So what I think this means is that the United States Mint is really getting ready to, they're doing inventory checks, making sure what they have on hand and what's been sold and making sure the numbers reconcile and all that stuff. I think they're going to do a Cyber Monday deal. It says all reductions were modest except for 4, the roll and bags. Oh yeah, this was brutal. The roll and bag products featuring the recently released Althea Gibson quarter, which recorded losses ranging from 46 to 467. And remember, that's, I think, what I said last week in the episode that we had did, saying, they're probably going to revise the numbers down. And how come they're always revising numbers? You ever wonder that? I mean, how do they not know how many they sold? Yeah, it was 467. Wait, you were off by that much? Okay, all right. Sounds like a winner strategy. All right, once again, for record-keeping purposes, the 2025 silver proof set logged its 11th consecutive weekly decline, this time slipping by only 3 units. But that's interesting because it has been just slipping and, since what? How many? 11th consecutive week. You know how many months that is? It's almost 3 months straight. That's remarkable. It's really wild how that set is just so expensive on eBay. If you look at it, it's almost $400 now. The retail price was $150. And if you picked up a couple of them at $150, you look pretty genius right about now. And here are the Mint's weekly top sellers. Below is the roster of the U.S. Mint's most sought-after numismatic products for the week ending November 2. And look at this. Whammo! They go all the way down to 20. But it's not because they had a tremendous amount of sales. I don't even know why they did, but they did. I mean, look at this. The number 5 spot is only 3 digits. Number 4 spot is 3 digits. I remember in 2019, early 2020s, these things were in the thousands. You know what I'm saying? Up until the 8th or 9th spot. So we're not really there now. And I can't say that, this is, wow, a tremendous amount of sales, because look at this. Right after the 2nd spot right here, that's the 2025 American Innovation Dollar proof set, sold 1,081. New total is 51,218. Yeah, it drops off to 767 for the Marine Corps anniversary silver dollar. And that's quite a bit, actually, for the commemorative set, because, I mean, heck, we're here in November, and they're going to end that the end of next month, or even maybe a week before December ends. And that's the 3rd spot right there. So number 1, yep, it's going to be the mint set. And that features, like everybody expects, the last Lincoln cent and the last Kennedy half dollar as we know it. They're going to return in 2027. But for next year, they're going to have one-off designs for the semi-quincentennial. Good stuff, folks. Now, number 4 spot's taken by the West Point Proof Silver Eagle. That's the flagship product of the United States Mint, sold 743. Number 5 spot is the San Francisco Proof Morgan Silver Dollar, sold 469. This is almost like the whole report right here. It's kind of incredible. Easy for me to say. First day with the new tongue. All right, number 6 is the 2025 Philadelphia Uncirculated Morgan Silver Dollar. I do love the uncirculated. I would love a 90% business strike. If the Mint could do that, that would be fantastic. I think that'd be great. All right, number 7 is the San Francisco Proof Peace Silver Dollar from this year, sold 358 for a new total of 113,968. And here, this begs the question, right? For next year's Proof Peace dollars, right? Are they going to right-size their sales to meet this year's sales? right-size the mintages to meet this year's sales. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Yeah, so let's say the 2026 San Francisco Proof Peace Silver Dollar has a mintage of 115,000 instead of what it has now. Or maybe the San Francisco Proof Morgan Silver Dollar, yeah, 124,000. What if they'd make it 125 and call it a day? Or what about the uncirculated Morgan dollar from 2026, right? Make that about 105,000, maybe just 100,000, just to blow through the inventory, and that's it. That's all you get. All right, number 8, look at this. Superman is outselling Batman. That's right. The 2025 Superman 2.5-ounce silver medal sold 317, and that's way more than, I think that's double what the Batman has. In fact, our friend Mickey Minsky made a joke on my text yesterday, because if you go back to the Mint's product schedule and you go ahead and look at the Batman 2.5-ounce silver medal and the 2.5-ounce silver medal, there's no product packaging yet, even though, wait a minute, what? Yeah, add it to your bag to see when shipping. Yeah, January 29th, 2026. And his joke was that they have to pass it by Batman to get approval of Batman before they can start making the packaging. So I guess they're waiting for him to be not busy. That's why it's going to take until January 29th to get that out. He's a busy Batman, fighting crime and such. All right, number 9 spots, the 2025 Philadelphia Uncirculated Peace Silver Dollar sold 247 to just under 100,000. I really think the Mint should right-size these at 100,000 there for this uncirculated piece and uncirculated Morgan. I think they would blow through the inventory. They wouldn't be collecting dust at a facility in Texas. Now, number 10 is the San Francisco Proof U.S. Marine Corps Anniversary Half Dollar, sold 224 to 20,758. Number 11 is the Batman 1-ounce silver medal, sold 211. New total is 9,077. Number 12 spot is the uncirculated Silver Eagle out of West Point, sold 204. That's for this year. Now, new total is 85,410. Number 13 spot is the San Francisco, not San Francisco anniversary, the San Francisco Struck 250th anniversary U.S. Navy Proof Silver Eagle, sold 185. Now, if you're one of those lucky people to pick that up, yeah, kudos to you. Let's go ahead and check this out. I want to see if the United States Mint actually took off the household order limit on this bad boy. Yeah, they did. And I think I got 2 myself total of the Navy American Silver Eagle right there. So yeah, score. Hopefully, we'll have an opportunity, and I think the Mint will actually hold back some of the Marine Corps Privy Mark American Silver Eagles till after they drop the household order limit of 1, so that you may be able to pick up 2. And I do believe it is going to be more condition rare than the laser engraved laser privy, the Army privy, and the Navy privy. I think the Marine Corps privy is going to be way more condition rarity than any of the other 3 privy marked American Silver Eagles from 2025. It's from Philadelphia, that's why. Number 14 spot is the 2025 Philadelphia Uncirculated U.S. Marine Corps 250th Anniversary Silver Dollar. Gosh, there's so many here. 20 of them. Can you believe it? Sold 171. Now look at this. This is the Batman one. Batman 2.5-ounce silver medal sold 151 to 6,979. Yeah, could you imagine, is it first strike? At what point do you get first delivery or advanced delivery? January 29. I hope the Mint doesn't do this anymore, where they're going to be shipping out products in 2026 that were actually from 2025. I'm personally not a fan of that policy. I think if you have it, you sell it. If you don't have it, you don't sell it. I don't like pre-orders that much, because think about it. If you, we're already in January 29, 2026, who knows what amazing products the Mint's going to have sitting around. And then next thing you know, you get dinged. Now, my question is this: you get dinged for whatever they charge for the Batman silver medal, the 2.5-ouncer. What if they raise the price of silver by then? And you're like, oh, I didn't expect that to be up $50. You know what I mean? Like, hey, wait a minute. That hurt, Number 16 is the 2024 limited edition silver proof set from 2024. Sold 136. Number 17 is the congratulations set from 2025. Sold 131. Look at this, though. The Mighty Minter's Ornament sold 127. Number 19, the 2025 U.S. Mint Ornament, sold 124, difference of 3 there. And then finally, right here, number 20, the U.S. Navy 1-ounce silver medal is at 115. Typically, we see like 40, 50, or 60, maybe. But ever since the Navy Privy Mark right here, this bad boy number 13's come out, the U.S. Navy 1-ounce silver medals have been hopping, at least double to triple sales that we're used to seeing. Now, in its latest report, the Mint published sales data for 607 numismatic products. 2 products saw week-over-week gains of more than 1,000 units compared to 3 in the previous report, right? So things didn't ramp up this last week. They kind of just wind down a little bit, but not a whole lot of. U.S. Mint sales momentum decreased, with 98 products surpassing their previous gains, down from 109 in the prior week, so about 11, right? This compares against weekly, what does that mean? Recent weekly increases of 75, and so look at this, 145. That was a big week at the United States Mint. They made a lot of money. All right, let's keep on keeping on. Here's the commemorative coins right here. Bingo. And this is an impressive commemorative year, I think. A lot of good sales momentum here on all of these coins. And kudos to the Mint for bringing this, and kudos to the CFA and the CCAC for making a product that people really would like. And I remember when I had seen this 3-coin proof set at the Fun Show back in January of this year, I thought, wow, this is really amazing. And that gold coin looks stunning, no doubt about it. So if you got one of those, kudos. If you're one of the 6,408 people that picked one up, kudos to you. All right, let's keep on keeping on. Morgan and Peace silver dollars. And what's interesting about this, these are on commemorative planchets, okay? It's not a full ounce of silver. It's like 858 of an ounce, troy ounce of silver. And yet, they're about the same price as an American Silver Eagle, and we find that the United States Mint sells more of these than the flagship American Silver Eagles. And is that going to actually change one day? Well, if we compare the numismatic versions of these coins, yes, I think that this is going to be the flagship product from the United States Mint, is this Morgan and Peace silver dollars. But, me, I'm not so much into it. I didn't buy any of these this year. I think if the United States Mint lowers the mintages and right sizes sales a bit better than they've done this year, for next year, I think I'd be in, be a nice treat. But the mintages, I think, have to go lower. But they do sell more of these than they do the American Silver Eagle. Now, that excludes the bullion strikes. But wouldn't it be cool to have, like, maybe, fractional Morgan and Peace silver dollars or fractional American Silver Eagles? The bullion that you find from the United States Mint? Yeah. Oh, in fact, I got to do a video on the bullion. Let's see if that one actually increased. But yeah, it'd be fantastic to actually see bullion, strikes for the Morgan and Peace silver dollars. I think it'd be fantastic, much like they do the American Silver Eagles. Now, here we go with the comic art coin and metals. If we compare the sales here, we're at let's just say 27,000 for the 1-ounce silver medal, 9,000 right there. So yeah, just about 3 times more, about, not exactly. All right. And then we have here 14,000 compared to 7,000. We had double the sales there. It's first day with the new tongue. All right. 14,000 here, 7,000 there. That's double the sales. 6,000 here, 2,000 there, triple the sales there. Clearly, the Superman one is the one to have. And remember, we did the video about the 1-ounce Superman medal. Some of them are selling for really good money. I don't know if they're the first strike or the first advanced releases, but these are not grading well at all, folks. Not even. And that could be why we see a negative 14 here. I picked one up myself just about a week ago. Still have it in the box, and it looks like I'm going to hold on to that and find out. And I will be attending I believe the Sarasota Coin Show, where I will be submitting coins to either PCGS or NGC. I got to renew my membership, and that happens, I think, December 6th through the 8th or 9th. And then the Fun Show the following month at about the same date. All right, let's keep on keeping on. All right, Liberty Britannia Armed Forces silver medal. Look at that. Army is tied with the Marine Corps, 72-72. That's a tie. But the Navy beats Army, and Navy beats Marine Corps 115-72. And the other ones, are the Coast Guard and the Air Force. And I'll tell you what, if I had to do it all over again, I would definitely join the Coast Guard. Those guys rock. That's probably my favorite service. And I like swimming too, so that's kind of cool. Now here we are with the American Liberty products in 2025. They lost 2 for that gold coin and just one for the American Liberty silver medal. And what's interesting, the story about this particular coin or medal is that they had an allotment, a stated product limit of 60,000, and they didn't even strike just but under 30,000 of those bad boys. And I don't think they're going to come back. I think that's it. That's all you're going to get. And then here we go. The bristlecone pine Perseverance sold 49. That's pretty good. And then 30 of the American Liberty gold coin from 2018. That's a West Point proof right there. Okay, clad proof sets. Yeah, they're not for sale. This is the lowest minted clad proof set in quite some time, probably since the 1950s. 304,724. Yeah, remember what I've been saying for quite some time, down and to the right. If you're looking at the chart, you're looking at the graph, 568 here for 2017, 517 for 2018, 2019, and that really had the penny. Remember that penny, that West Point penny? Yeah, that was awesome. I think that's why they ramped up the sales so high on that one. 464 for 2020. That was a pandemic year. The year after, when they had the penny shortage or the coin shortage, the circulating coin shortage, 512. Then they got 400,000 in 2022, 369,000 for 2023, 355,000 for 2024, and this year's total, 304,724. The reason I'm mentioning this is because, is the Mint going to actually go gonzo for next year, or are they going to make 350 or 300,000 clad-proof sets available for next year in 2026 that are going to be celebrating the semi-quincentennial? That's what needs to be known right there, and I can't wait for the new product schedule to drop. Let's go here, look at, see, then that's where you're going to find it. Typically, let's go ahead and I don't want to copy that. No, copy, hit reload, and let's see if it's on here, because if it is, I'm going to go gonzo. Yeah, no, it is not there. Not available, but can't wait for it to show up. That's going to be amazing. Now, check this out. A 2.1% increase for the American Innovation Dollar Proof Set. Yowza. That's incredible, folks. I do say that a lot, don't I? That's incredible. That's fantastic. 1,081. All right, and everything else is just a blip right there. Not 1,000. Not even a tenth. All right, silver proof sets. Yep, they lost some more. Now the new total is 113,770, and that's the lowest since 1992, folks. Look at that. 332, 415, 313, 307, 249, 198, 170, and 113. You can see a clear trajectory here down and to the right. Okay, the mintages are going down. And the same question is going to be asked for the silver proof set as it is for the clad proof set. Are they going to make 150 or 170 or 110,000 for the silver proof set from next year? And if that's the case, oh boy, that's going to be one that I think that everybody's going to be wanting to hold on to, or at least wanting to purchase in quantities. All right, good luck with that. And that also begs the question, will the United States Mint limit some of the household order limits? Will they limit some of the purchases? Will they make a low household order limit for the clad proof sets and the silver proof sets for next year? Right? Will they make it only like, oh, you can only buy 2 clad proof sets. You can only buy 1 silver proof set, like things like that. So next year is definitely going to be an interesting year over there at the United States Mint. All right, 131 congratulations set for a 0.51% increase, 136 for the limited edition silver proof set. That's a 0.52% increase. Not really much to speak of, but look at this. This is going gonzo. Yeah, remember, and they have a stated product limit of 190,000, and they probably only minted what you see here for 2024 at 188,000. So they probably got, 16,000 more to go. And if they're selling almost 4,000 a month, that's actually a really great number. Those are going in quantities that I didn't even think to see. I thought we'd be at like 1,500, 2,000, and yet we're almost at 4,000 gain loss. There it is. I almost said it again. That's remarkable. Yeah, for a 2.31% increase there. All right, let's keep on keeping on. That's incredible. All right, in ornaments, yeah, it's going to be that season again. Here we are. It's going to be the holidays, right? We're steamroll. I can't believe it's going to be Thanksgiving, like in 2 weeks. What? Yeah, that's insane. I can't even believe it. Now, 6-point increase, 6% increase there for the Mighty Minters, almost a 4% there for the U.S. Mint ornament. And remember, this is the last year of the ornaments as we know it. The United States Mint said this is going to be it. And so we're making new numismatic products, right? 2.7% increase for the IDB Wells ornament, a 4% increase there for the Juliette Gordon Low Quarter. Isn't that something? And she's been the winner, chicken dinner for all the American women quarters this year. 2.35% for the Dr. Vera Rubin and Stacey Park Milburn, 1.2, and then the Althea Gibson, 2.61. That's some good stuff, folks. And I did purchase a couple of the, I have the Sally Ride and the Maya Angelou ornaments from 2022. All right, proof and reverse proof silver eagles. Yep, here we are. So we're looking here at the Navy privy, the laser privy, and the Army privy. And remember, we have the Marine privy coming up. So out of all of these, they all have about 100,000 stated product limit. The lowest one so far is going to be the laser engraved at 99,227. That means they have like 700 and change to sell still. Here you got what, 250, and there you got probably what, 579 or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, will they have those available? Will they go all the way up to the stated product limit of 100,000? They could. And that's why it's always a good idea. If you want these, put it on your wish list. If you don't know what the wish list is, you hit that heart right there. All right. Boom. And then you can log in, right? Log in, hit the heart. And from there, you get a whole list of things you've hearted that you've put on your wish list, and you'll see if it's available or not. It'll say add to bag at 7:30 in the morning. That way you don't have to keep going all over checking individual products. You can just got a list of products that you want. It's actually a really powerful tool, and I hope more people use it. And I want to thank M. Ash for suggesting that. That's a fantastic way to get what you want. All right, 2025 West Point Proof Silver Eagle sold 743, but that's still pretty paltry, a 0.32% increase, because look at this. We have not seen many sales for the West, and this is the flagship product, folks, 234,281 right there for the West Point Silver Eagle. In fact, let me go up to the Morgan and Peace, all right? What did I say, 237,000 or so? Yeah, look at this. Bam. And really, I mean, look at that. 124, 113, 101, still selling tremendous numbers. Maybe not exactly at 234, but every week they sell more of the Morgan and Peace silver dollars than they do the Proof American Silver Eagle out of West Point, New York. It's quite something. Let's keep on keeping on. All right. Well, I think it disappeared. I don't even know why. Anyway, yeah, West Point Proof Silver Eagle, 234, 743. Bam. And actually, the sales have kind of ramped up for that. All right, let's keep on keeping on here. Yeah, but if you add up all these totals here, they don't even come close to what the Morgan and Peace dollars are selling. They're not even close. It's quite something. In uncirculated Silver Eagles, yeah, 204 of the 2025 West Point uncirculated Silver Eagle to 85,410. And I think the mintage on that one's probably closer to 100,000. 305. The bulk folks haven't purchased any of those lately. So we're at 85,410 plus the 3,000, and you do the math there, 4 times 3, you're looking at what, probably 12,000 or so. All right, keep on keeping on. And I would like to do a video about the Proof Gold Eagles from 2025 and compare and contrast those sales with the 2024 Proof, because look at this. Even though you see the sales for the Gold Eagles have been pretty good for this year as far as the percent increase on the week. However, the numbers aren't really that close. Well, they're close now, but they weren't a few weeks ago. Well, look at this. The quarter ounce sold 2,800. The quarter ounce here sold 5,000. The 1/10 ounce sold 7,195 last year, 11,595, and then the 4-coin set sold 2,832, and yet we sold almost just under 5,000 last year. So it looks like the sales were better for the 2024 Proof American Gold Eagle coins, and the Mint actually said that they probably wouldn't sell as many gold coins this year as they would silver products, and that looks like it's coming to fruition. Looks like they were right about that. I guess whatever they were trying to say there. Can't even my brain. Man, let's keep on keeping on. So there's Proof American Gold Eagle coins, and look at this 2023 Proof. Look at it, almost 10,000 here. 5,000 there, 13,000 here, 11,000 there, and 7,000. So it looks like it's down and to the right. So is this, and how many gold coins does the United States Mint have sitting on the shelves over there from 2025 out of those proofs? Sales are a lot lower than they were the last 2 years, 6,478 compared to 3,373. And the story continues. All right, let's keep on keeping on. I'm not going to do that one, but this one also is higher. Uncirculated Gold Eagles, yeah, just a blip, not really much going on there. Proof American Buffalo or Bison coins, a 1% increase there, 65 gain out of 65.04 total sold. Let's keep on keeping on. Palladium Eagles, no new sales of this one, and that's the lowest minted one in quite some time, and that's the reverse proof, and there's 1, 2, 3 of those that you can compare that to. The other ones don't really count. Presidential silver medals, just a blip on those ones. Not sure why they keep doing that, but they got to, I guess. American Innovation reverse proof sets, yeah, that one's coming out before. Let's see if we go to the bottom of the schedule. That one's coming out before the 2-coin reverse proof set. That's going to be coming out December 9th, which is about a month and 3 days away from now. And that one should probably outsell the 2024 only because of the coins that are in it. We're looking at the oh, let me just click it right there. Bingo. Yeah, you're looking at the space shuttle, mission control, and also you're looking at the Michigan auto assembly, and then the American Innovation featuring Ray Montague and Arkansas. So those are going to be really amazing. Can't wait to see what the finish is like on that reverse proof. Hopefully it should be stellar. I mean, I imagine it's beautiful. All right, so look at this. No Texas dollars have sold. No Florida dollars have sold. Those are all sold out. No, those have all been spoken for. And I think that's going to be the case for that Steve Jobs coin next year. I think it's going to put the American Innovation dollar. And I'm not just talking the reverse proof or the proofs. And remember, for the proof sets, the United States Mint isn't making any more of those. I don't know why. Maybe it has something to do with the sales, but that could be why we've seen 1,000 of those sold this last week. So that's something to consider as well. All right, Michigan is still selling there. Arkansas is still selling, and that is from this year. But the other two, Texas and Florida, are gonzo. So if you did pick up some of those, kudos to you. I know myself, I picked up an extra roll of the Texas one. I do like the mission control one. And I think the space shuttle one for Florida is a little bit played out. We did see that on the state quarter program, if I'm not mistaken, and maybe some other areas there. Let's go to the latest quarter release, featuring Althea Gibson. I'm going to show you that here in a second. These are not available. What's interesting, look at that 25 sold there. But 12 there, the reverse proof. 12 there, 12 there. So whoever's buying these is genius. 10 there, 6 there, none there. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Bush, Native American. Yep, look at that. Only one of those is a 1%. That's the Native American coin, that $1 coin. For the 100 coin bag out of Philadelphia, sold 1%, and that was 16 of those. We got close here with 0.82%, and that's that 250 coin box out of Philadelphia. Maybe there's an error or something, right? And didn't something happen last week where the numbers were just ridiculous on one of these coins? Yeah, I think there was. This person scored, that one person there, two roll set featuring Philadelphia and Denver for 2025 Kennedy half dollar score. Now here we go, 2025 Althea Gibson quarters. There it is. Negative 467 for the 2-3 roll set, negative 90 for the 100 coin bag out of Philly, negative 46 for the 100 coin bag out of Denver, and 109 out of the 2 roll set for about 5.5% there. Incredible numbers. Oh, I said it again, didn't I? All right. So let me go ahead, and I think that's all for these. But there's one more thing I want to hit up, because last week we saw something in the sales that was kind of like, wait a minute, what is that? All right, U.S. Mint November lineup. Althea Gibson here. I think this is the article here. Really, just incredible numbers. They were like unimaginable. All right, Superman, they lost. Look at that. Superman lost 1879. And remember, these are condition rarity. They're not grading very high. That Superman 1 ounce silver medal, not grading high at all. Let's keep on keeping on. I want to find that one. I think it was part of the American Women quarters. Let's see here. Uncirculated mint sets. Yeah, 3,352. It's solid sales, folks. Just solid sales. Mighty Minters. That's not it. I think I have to get to the quarters here at the bottom. I didn't plan on this, but I had a stream of consciousness moment, and I wanted to share it with you because I thought the numbers were just way off. And let's see if we can find it. What's that song from? All right, we're in the American Innovation coins, the Bush coins, the Native American, Kennedy half dollars. Yeah, let's see here. I don't know if it was one of them that was just ridiculous. Maybe it was the week before. Maybe I'm wasting all of our time. Yeah, I don't really see it there. Yeah, there it is. Hi, how are you? The Zitkala-Ša quarters. Yeah, what? Yeah, let's see if that's revised. Or did they really buy that many, right? Let's go over. Oh, man, I think I lost the page I was on. Fiddle faddle. All right, let me see if I can do this here. I'm going to go home. I'll open a new page and go to the thing here. All right, now I'm going to scroll to the bottom and look up the Zitkala-Ša quarters. Let's see where we're at with that. There you go, 6,814. Is that the same one? 6,800. Wow. So they're really saying that many people bought those last week, and that's a legit number? Why? How is that even possible? Okay, 6,810 for 5,501 sold, and they're saying that's a legit number. What? And remember, I think at the beginning of this one, Mr. Mike Unser had said that there was an anomaly. All right, let's see if he does mention that. As to all, meanwhile, again for record keeping. Meanwhile, 8 products doesn't say anything about the ridiculous number of sold for the Zitkala-Ša quarters. All right, well, that is quite something, folks. Not sure exactly what had happened there, but that's what they're saying. And that's how many had sold. Do you even believe that? I might have to just buy one of those 100 coin bags out of Denver just to find out for scientific purposes, or maybe look on eBay to see if there's an amazing error that we have overlooked. That would be quite something. That is, how much, that is, I've never even seen anything like that in the many years that I've been covering U.S. Mint sales. Now, that's it for the sales here. I've yammered. Oh, man, it's almost been a half hour, and I haven't even got a sippy sip of water. I must be doing all right. Now, here is the +1 for today. Now, remember, when you're sinning, there's 3 things you need to consider, and you might avoid sin, right? Above you is an all-seeing eye, an all-hearing ear, and a record of all your acts in the book. Yeah, you know the one. Yeah. And then, it's like when you get up there, there's going to be like a prosecuting attorney going, yeah, and then he did this. Oh, and then when he was 7, he did that. And then when he's 40, he did that. Oh, boy. Yeah. So this message serves as a practical, ethical guide, encouraging observation of our own mental and emotional processes and a strong moral character by internalizing the idea of an ultimate divine oversight. We are motivated to behave righteously and avoid wrongdoing, even when we think no one else is watching us. And that's from the saying of the fathers right there, folks. Now over here to 395 99.9 KOIN Coin News Radio. I always dug this picture. This is James Taylor, Shower the People. That's right. You know the one. That's a really cool song. I will leave a link in the description for that so you can check that song out if you've never heard it. You probably have. You just don't know it. Now, with that said, I want to thank y'all for coming. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, sub the channel. It's absolutely free. And what's not free? Yeah, I'm glad you asked. Well, it's going to be membership. It's $1.99 per month. It's the price of a cheap cup of coffee. It's not a whole lot of, and if it is, I hope your situation returns to, well, greatness very soon, because that's nowhere. You don't want to be in that spot. That's a predicament, I would imagine. And these people have, and they help support the channel, gets these videos out each and every single morning. I've done it for over 6 years now, I think. That's a long time to do something every day for 6 years. I don't even think I've, well, I don't want to say it, but yeah, a little TMI. And remember, folks, we are going live at 11:40 a.m. Eastern time. And remember, it's going to be fun. And like I said, remember, if the Mint website is acting wonky or goofy or what have you, and you can't do your credit card information, just remember, smell the flower, blow out the candle, because when we get, worked up and agitated, and well, we can't really think straight. And we actually do lose IQ points because we're more emotional than cerebral. And you really would like to be more cerebral when you're doing this, even though it is, emotional sometimes when you get frustrated. So stay focused, remain calm, and you will get what you want each and every single time. I don't even know why that was. All right. You guys have a great rest of your day. I'll talk to you at 11:40 a.m. Stacker out.